up, people? It's your boy Patrick Michael Strange. This is the New Release Wednesday show, and these are my picks for your July 25th, 2018. I'm coming in right after Mac just recorded his episode. He was all DC. I am all Marvel this week, and no, I wasn't paid. They didn't put me on their pay scale. I didn't get a check from them. I think my man Mac might have got a check, but I didn't get a check. So
nope, you're the ringer.
So these are my picks. Marvel, I'm still reeling from Avengers Infinity War. They have this big Infinity thing countdown that they're doing. The stones are back in the universe. They're kind of spread all over. I think Logan, Wolverine has one of them. It's all over the place. Everybody has the stones. They're looking for it. And from what I understand, this book is very important to the current huge mega storyline. It's Infinity Wars Prime. Gary Dugan on the writing chores, Mike Deodato on art, along with Martin. Looks pretty cool, and it's going to be a key book. So when I finally get a chance to sit down and read this, this is probably one I got to definitely check out to find out what is going on in the Marvel Universe. Yeah.
Not a key like Bleeding Cool key. It's an actual key book that you should read, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Not exactly. You know what? Key point. That's why I love Heather. Shout out to Heather here at the Amazing Comic Shop. It's not about salespeople. It's about good stories. This is about the story. This is key to the story. You feel me? All right. Let's go. Let's move on. Thank you, Heather. Now, for those who love writing and good art as well, Ed Piskor. He did a great book with Fantagraphics, I think it was. Was it Fantagraphics? Out there they probably not familiar. My peanut gallery isn't ready.
No.
That talks about the evolution of hip hop in art. It was a great graphic novel by Ed Piskor. Won a lot of awards.
I can't Google it fast enough. I'm sorry.
He can't Google. Mac back there is letting me down. But he's working with Marvel to do basically kind of what he did on with hip hop with the X-Men with Marvel. It's really dope, and it's in his classic, very original style. X-Men X-Men Grand Design. Second Genesis, Ed is laying it down. He's giving you the history of the X-Men that you may not have been aware of, or if you've fallen through, because X-Men has been around a long time, and their storyline and their universe has a lot of different holes that if you haven't been tracking, this is a great way to catch up. And it's really well done by Ed. Ed is a super fan, but he's also a super talented writer and artist, so you're going to want to check it out. So shout out to my man Ed Piskor. X-Men Grand Design, Second Genesis, my second book.
Is it told in rap format?
Out the gate. I don't know, but it could. You know, he could do that. He's got the skills. But I got Heather. What was the hip hop book that Ed did?
Hip Hop Family Tree.
See? Again, why I love Heather.
I had to confirm that it was Fantagraphics. Hip Hop Family Tree is amazing.
But it was Fantagraphics, right?
It's Fantagraphics.
See, I knew a little bit of it. So check that out. It's awesome stuff. And shout out to Ed on his hip hop. If you haven't seen that book and you haven't read that and you're into hip hop like I am, check that book out.
Busta Rhyme.
There you go.
Busta Rhyme.
Hey.
Busta Rhyme.
Hey. My top book is X-Men. Is an X-Men related book, Marvel book. The X-Men Wedding I haven't been reading it in a while, but the X-Men Wedding, by all accounts, that was the wedding that was supposed to happen between Colossus and Kitty Pryde, went a whole nother way. Spoiler alert. And what happened is our fan favorite, Rogue and Gambit, they tied the knot at the end of it. So their book, Mr. and Mrs. X, is out this week, which sounds like a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I've always been a big fan of these characters, and I kind of see them now having like a duo book. This is exciting to me. Kind of is a throwback to something I love back when I used to watch X-Men the Animated Series, because who didn't love the 90s X-Men the Animated Series and their relationship? And I think that's how we all became big fans of Rogue and Gambit. To my peanut gallery, am I right on that? Didn't we not? Gay! Mac is hitting it. That theme song, that was the joint, man. And the relationship between Rogue and Gambit was
absolutely
cool.
100%.
Jim Lee was throwing it down when he was doing it on the Uncanny X-Men comic book. That's when X-Men was really good, I gotta say. The comic was really good. And not that some of the new heads didn't do their thing with it, but that brings a lot of good memories for me. So, those are my picks, y'all. Let me start from the top. Infinity Wars Prime, if you're still digging Avengers Infinity War and you want to know the big Infinity thing that's going down in the comic books, check that out, Infinity Wars Prime. X-Men Grand Design, Second Genesis by my man Ed Piskor, and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I'm messing it up, but that was a great movie too, by the way. Mr. and Mrs. X, #1. Kelly Thompson, Oscar Bazulda, Frank DeMarta. Marvel stuff. I didn't get paid, unlike DC paying my man Mac. Those are my picks.
Well, now Mr. and Mrs. Smith are X's.
Pick them up. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, you can pick them up at the Amazing Comic Shop. Say hello to them. Send love. Spend all your money here. They need help because there are people. They support us. And you can follow me at Strange697 and at Temple Far East. I'm Patrick, and I'm out of here.
Don't waste your time.